So you said you have boys?
Yeah, my daughter's already moved out and everything, but I have a senior and 8th grader.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so
Exciting.
can't keep jeans,
Yeah,
or
that's no
boots,
lie.
anything alive.
Yes, they're very rough on clothes.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I have 2 little boys. They're 5 and 2, and so they
remember.
keep very fully stocked of the Vernia Country Store clothes.
Yeah, you have a really good selection, I have to say. All
It is
right.
nice working at a place that
I bet.
when you
You'll have,
when
always
you
have
get dirty
access.
or something, you're just like, oh, I need new jeans.
Stephen really
That's
does.
fantastic.
He'll walk in and be like, "Okay, thank you. This is my shirt now." Like, sounds
There's
good.
days that I'm like, I ain't feeling the shirt.
I'll just go
another one.
change.
This one feels a lot better.
It gets a little dangerous on the paycheck,
I
but
bet. That really could.
yes.
All right. Well, welcome back to another WCN Live here in the Wilson County News. My name is Kristen Weaver, and today my guests are...
Go ahead. Okay, I'm Joslyn Jones. I'm the assistant manager at the Vernia Country Store.
Ann?
Stephen Conran, I'm the manager for Vernia Country Store.
Wow, exciting. That's our conversation today. We'll be with these fine folks from Vernia Country Store. First, I would like to thank our sponsor, Professionals in Dentistry, where the top-rated dentist in China Grove, San Antonio. Check them out, where you can smile brighter at Professionals in Dentistry. Thank you so much for your sponsorship of WCN Live. They are tagged in the description of this video, as is Vernia Country Store today. So we hope that you join us, and feel free to ask questions, follow along. Post some feedback in the comments, like give a thumbs up, say hello, anything, or ask questions, and that will get your name into next week's WCN Live drawing. So now I will have you guys, if you would, please draw me a winner from last week. All right, and the winner is Derek Godlitz. Congratulations, Derek. You are our winner of C Street Gift Shop gift bag. And I will be reaching out to you on Facebook Messenger, so watch for that. All right, and before we get going, I'm going to just share this real quick. Let's see. Learn about... Give me a moment while y'all jump on. Vernia Country Store. Share that on my page. Go. Cool. Okay. Great. So, as I said, today's conversation is with Joslyn and Stephen with Vernia Country Store. And so let's start with introductions. Tell us a little about yourselves, where you're from.
All right.
Go ahead.
So as I said, I'm Joslyn Jones. So I grew up in Vernia.
Great.
So it's been great to work at a local store. I'm multi-generational here, local in
Nice.
Wilson County especially.
Local grown.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yes.
Very cool. And Stephen?
I was born and raised New Braunfels.
Great. Down the road.
Still live in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
Was just like Jocelyn, very deep roots
Right.
in New Braunfels with German heritage.
Yeah.
So
We're moving him over sooner
Yeah.
than
But
later.
yes, we're looking to move closer.
Mhm.
But yeah, born and raised in New Braunfels. Family, long-standing family in New Braunfels.
Cool. Okay. Well, that's nice. And yeah, we're all native Texas. We're very familiar with this area, and we have a lot in common, don't we? So tell me about your roles and I guess how long you've been at the store, each of you.
Okay. So I'm the assistant manager. I've actually been at the Vernia Country Store for about 2 years now. I actually started out in the trailer department. When I was managing that, we noticed that there was a need for somebody to kind of focus on the boutique/clothing side. And so they gave me the opportunity to start, shopping. And it was really fun. And whenever they decided to shut the trailer department down in July, I pushed through as many trailers as I could, as quick as I could, and they officially moved me over to the store full time. And so it's been really fun ever since. Yes.
Nice.
She's my right hand.
I bet. Yeah, y'all make a team.
Yes.
Started out with Producers Co-op in New Braunfels. Warehouse manager there for 2 years. Was presented the opportunity to become store manager for the Vernia Country Store. Jumped on it right away. I've got a super team that I can depend on. My biggest goal is to make sure, store's running great. Joslyn does a really good job on that side with the clothing and stuff like that. She does a really good job with the ladies up in the front. My goal, feed, warehouse, make sure that feed stays in there as much as we can. And just overall, just helping customers is what we're all about.
Right. A good old just community, small business. You're a big business, but you're small because you are both like, you're proud of your roots and you really understand the community, it sounds like.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, we started with, I think it was 170 members, and
As the co-op.
as Producers Co-op in 1944, had I think an $18,000 in the bank, and we've grown to over 2,000 members, I believe, and we are over a $20 million company now. So
So as he's talking about the members,
explain that. Like we were talking earlier.
So basically, customers can buy in to the co-op.
I see.
And so, it's a great way to keep the economy going. You can
it's a
explain
little
more
bit
about
of, you can buy into the shares. And so it's all to support local farmers and ranchers.
So explain the co-op, what that is, and then, like when our Lavernia location came to be. Like, give a little bit of that background like we were talking about earlier.
Like I said, the co-op came about with farmers that needed to, basically it was go to a place where I can sell my grain, but I can also find anything that I needed.
Right.
And so a group got together and in 1944 created the Producers Co-op. It's grown since. So we have board members and then we have an executive board.
Okay.
So we don't have somebody that sits in an office and
Does the day-to-day.
we are farmers, ranchers. We source everything locally.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get some more rain so we can have another good corn crop. But yeah, it's not, I mean.
So that's your local source, and the store, the co-op is, like, talk about the areas. It's in, you have the
Braunfels. New Braunfels so it originally started in New Braunfels down on Castell Street. That's where the mill was, that's where the store was. It branched out into Seguin, and then Vernia Country Store became in 2006.
Right,
So we are the youngest store,
right.
but we are kind of the one-stop shop for clothing, feed, pet supplies.
That makes you unique to the others, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
We're the only store that carries the clothing like that.
Right. Yeah.
So.
And it really thrives. So the co-op side, that's what helps you bring the products. And then local, even though they may not be part of the co-op, locals can still then
Correct.
come
Yeah,
to
you do not have to be a member to shop at Producers
Right.
Co-op.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe dumb thinking, but just
No,
to
that's a
kind of
very
like
good
make
question.
those points,
We
right?
get that sometimes.
Yeah.
We ask them, do you have an account with us, or do I need an account? No, you don't need an account.
That's just for tax purposes.
It's just tax
for
purposes
them.
But like I said, you can buy into it.
Knowing there's more opportunities and how you really like get down to that deep level of working with the local farmers, it's really fascinating and good for people to know that. Wow, cool. So we talked about the history, development, how you came to Lavernia, and now let's dig in a little bit more about how you're more than a feed store. That's kind of your side, right? I love your a little something for everyone. I would agree.
Yeah, we are. We like Stephen said, we really are. Our goal is to be a one-stop shop for everybody, especially our stock show kids. They come in, they need to buy feed for their animals, they need to buy the show equipment, they need some additives, and they come on my side of the store and they get all of their show clothes, anything of that nature. We try and expand to where it's also clothes they can wear to school, summer clothes. We even have bathing suits this year.
Nice.
And so,
Oh, you have baby clothes.
we have baby clothes.
wow.
It's so fun. Yes. So we do try and have something for everybody
Everyone,
there. We even have a section for gifts. We have, the Tyler candles, things of that
nice.
nature.
Okay.
We always make sure we stay stocked of Diva. The laundry detergent is very popular.
Interesting.
And so, yeah, that's something that I feel like we actually have a lot of customers come in strictly for that.
Oh, yeah?
And so it's really...
Tell
it's-
me what makes that special.
So it's really good smelling.
Okay.
And it's a really high quality detergent.
Neat.
Yes, there's different smells, but the Diva is the one that's everybody really loves.
That does
And
sound
so-
like quite a variety.
Oh yes, it's
Products.
It's a lot of things in a fairly small sized store, and so we do have to be very smart with our organization skills and things of that nature, just to try and keep something for everybody there. But it has been really fun.
Yeah.
To try and put the pieces together and try and find something for everybody. We even have, customers come in and ask us, are you going to carry this brand or, anything of that nature? And we do our due diligence and research to try and bring in
That's nice.
something that
That's
somebody
nice.
wants.
I just have to pick up on something you said, but my gosh, I would never think of your store as small. So don't fear if you haven't been there before. It's spacious. I mean,
It feels
yeah,
small when you're trying to
what
fit
you're
everything
trying
in
to
there.
do. Yes, but from a customer point of view, it doesn't feel like that.
Oh, good.
It
That's
feels
that's our goal.
Mhm.
So I'm
I
glad
just
you
wanted
said
to say that.
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, then Stephen, you can really relate more and talk more about the feed and how tell us about all that.
Like I said before, we focus a lot on the livestock show industry.
Okay.
It's what we're known for is our steer feeds. We carry a extensive line of show cattle, show lamb, show goat, and show pig feeds. You come to us, and we have dealers all over the state of Texas. It's exciting for us to have these kids come in, and when we probably have, I would say, the number one steer feed in the state of Texas.
Wow.
That most people will feed cattle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is attributed to the old general manager that was before our new general manager, Brad. Horace got with Brandon Horn, and Brandon has won every show that you can think of, created this feed, and
Wow.
that has really catapulted. But we have Showright, Linder, Sunglow, of course our own feed. Our two top cattle feeds are the Horn feeds and the Luchek
Okay.
feeds. Those are our two top ones. Those are two big names in the cattle industry.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd say on top of even like the show feeds and that,
Right.
we have guinea pig feed.
Yeah.
We
Okay,
have,
yeah. Talk
we've
about your
got
everyday customers
have
too.
Yes.
All the farmers.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
pets
we've got
even.
yeah, we have
Wow.
we've got
Oh, wow.
anything for pets, lawn and garden equipment.
Neat.
We're like
Anything for the cattle rancher to
the
the hobbyist.
The hobbyist.
The hobbyist.
Yeah.
If I got just
I
my
got
kid's
scorpions.
yeah.
How do we get
Okay.
rid of them?
My kid's
Great.
got a hamster.
You're a go-to.
Yeah,
Yes.
my kid's got a
Location.
hamster. Do you have
Yeah.
anything? Yeah,
Okay.
we can
Awesome.
accommodate you.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's great for your side of the county. Perfect. Now, okay, who handles the ropes?
So we actually have a really knowledgeable employee named Liz. Shout out Liz.
Okay.
So she actually keeps us going on all of the ropes.
Okay.
Ever since D&D turned into Murdoch's, we noticed that there was a need for roping equipment, that sort of stuff. And so we've really tried to up our quality and selection there.
Nice.
And so you walk into our store, you turn to the left, and there is an entire rainbow of ropes. And then that's not even the only section. There's ropes.
Yeah.
There's even ropes in the actual horse section.
Cool.
And so those we try and keep stocked as much as possible and as quickly as possible. And so that's been a new client for us, I feel like,
Yeah.
ever since they, lost.
Interesting.
D&D.
Yeah, yeah.
And so we've, if anybody comes in and asks for a specific rope, we do, we try and get it.
Nice.
So-
Just like everything else.
Well,
Yes.
the nice thing is Liz is
She's on
daughter
it.
and son both
Yes.
rodeo
Yeah.
still,
So
so
she's
she
your
is up
expert.
to date.
Yeah.
It's like anything that we do,
Uh-huh.
if it's rodeo
Mhm.
or livestock, we're in it, so we have
Yeah.
to keep up with the trends.
Yeah.
And so we've brought in, like Joslyn said, the ropes.
Mhm.
The whole rope wall now is just, people have really enjoyed that.
All kinds of pads,
All
bits,
yeah, the
spurs,
pads.
Yeah.
lots of. We've had a little bit of
Rodeo.
that in the past, but we've really tried to get the high,
You had to expand.
the good stuff.
Yeah.
It's the stuff that
What's
you
in
see
demand.
that
Is
those
gonna
rodeo
last.
boys are using,
Right.
and those ladies that are running barrels, those
Okay.
ladies that are
Wow.
breakaway ropers, and it's what the professionals are using.
Yeah, and even with that, with that different customer, we've brought in a couple different brands of clothing as well for that.
Right.
Like the
There you
Kimes
go.
jeans is something that our barrel racers really love.
Okay.
And so, we brought in a couple runs of that, and that's been going
Nice.
great for us. But anything, of course, anything Ariat.
Mhm.
There's also some smaller brands that we've really tried to bring in called Local Boys. There's a Raised by Coyotes that more of the rural guys tend to like. And then of course we have Game Guard. That's like something that we will always keep in stock.
Sure.
But so yeah, that's just bringing in those ropes has kind of expanded some of that for us as well.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear about all of that. It's really cool to hear the inside happenings and you relate to that because
sure.
from the side that we're on, we don't see all of that. Wow. So here's going to be my favorite part, but give me your favorite moments or memories with your customers from over the last few years. You got any?
So we were talking about it on the drive over here. I think we agreed too that one of the favorite, it's not favorites, but what makes it special is when we do see some of these kids succeed.
Yeah.
These first time showers that come in and they're asking questions, are these, it's not even the show side of it. It's anybody that just comes in and asks questions.
I just got a guinea pig. So what do I do with it?
Yeah.
It's fun, just to get to work with the customers.
Yeah.
And
But it's
Nice.
just, helping them out, pointing them in the right direction of, this is what I would do. And so that's in the success stories that you get out of it at the end when, after these county shows are done and we get these thank you cards and stuff from these kids saying thank you for all your help, thank you for supporting me in this, I really, and it actually is nice because then they want to pursue it even more. So, it's nice when we have, the big success story. One of our customers, Maddie Kep, she was 2025 Fort Worth Stock Show Grand Champion steer. That makes what we do feel special.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Very
anything
rewarding.
from that to even, our first year customers that come in and after the Vernia
Yeah.
show, they come in and show us their ribbon or,
Yeah.
tell us that they made the sale,
sweet. Yeah.
It's anywhere from the big wins to the little ones
Yeah.
and just seeing these kids grow and just really learn to compete in a fair and good way, is what's really fun.
We grew up showing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
so it just-
still
It feels that passion.
Yeah.
it's still in our blood. So
For
it's
sure.
to help those kids
Carry it forward.
carry it
Very cool.
and say, hey, I'm gonna give you the advice that, when they ask,
Right.
they're coming to ask us for
Exactly.
a reason. So
Yeah. And you have the right answers. You know how to help guide them. That's
We
really
try our
awesome.
best.
We try.
Yes. Well,
if
that
we
is
don't
something
know,
to
then
celebrate.
We know who to ask
we
usually.
definitely know who to
Yeah, you're a
ask.
great
We have
resource.
resources.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, what a way to really boost up the community. That's awesome. So you mentioned something earlier to me. Let's talk about something special. You have special events coming up that you need to tell us about?
Yes. So last year we started a fill the bag sale, just to help, on the clothing and accessories side. That is a very fast moving market, and so we always have new stuff coming in. And last year it was a really great success. It was crazy, but it was really good.
Cool.
We decided to go ahead and bring back the Fill the Bag sale, where it will be this Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
If you're coming, recommend coming Friday because it does go quickly. We will open the gates at 7:30, just like we do every day. And we will have a max of 2 bags per customer. What they'll be able to do is fill up those bags with select items. So it'll be anything from boots, shoes, jeans, jewelry, purses, like a little bit of everything of just some stuff that we need to get moved or
Right.
some just great items that maybe have been sitting for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so they'll get the opportunity to fill up 2 bags, and each bag costs $60. And so you can get hundreds of dollars of items
Yeah, for
in a
real.
bag. I will say last
Ooh.
year was very impressive seeing how many people could really roll some jeans and get lots of them in there. And so we really want to invite everybody out. Bring your friend. It's a good time. We make
cool.
it fun. And if you have any specific questions on it, call the store or comment on our Facebook. We just want to make it a great experience for everybody.
Great. Well, since you bring that up, tell us how we can learn more about Vernia Country Store. Your website is and
So
Facebook.
we just launched a brand new website. It's producerstx.com. You can go find all of our locations on there. It's even got history of the co-op in general.
What feeds we
What
carry.
feeds we carry, what supplements. It's got some videos on there. It's got videos of our feed mill, so you can
Neat.
see those guys,
Yeah.
that feed coming off the line. But it does give you a rundown of all the information that you need on all 3 of our locations.
Okay.
And the Facebook page.
So
It's
yep.
tagged in the description.
Yes, it is the Vernia Country Store. We try
Easy.
and post all of our new arrivals and any kind of specials that we have going on, events. And we also have an Instagram. It's LV Country Store TX.
Cool.
That we try and share stuff as well.
And even on the website, you can, there's a category about us, tells you the rundown of everything, when everything started.
Yeah.
And then it actually has a section that says meet our team. You can meet everybody from our general manager
Okay.
to Buddy the co-op dog.
Who is the most important. If you
Yes.
come into the store, you actually
He's in
see Buddy.
Lavernia, right?
Well, so
It's
he
Mandy's
I
dog.
think I've seen
So
him
you
and met him.
probably
He
have.
does like a high five. I love
He's
him.
so cute. Yeah, we do love when Mandy comes in the
Yeah.
store and she brings Buddy.
Okay.
And he loves to get the treats.
Yes.
And so.
It gives you from Brad, Mandy, to all 3 of the store managers, Joslyn's bio on there, kind of
Great.
gives you a run,
Yeah.
just kind of a background of how we grew up, what we
Nice.
were doing. Our admin department is tremendous.
Great.
Our mill guys, they knock it out of the park every day. So
Great. Really
without
nice.
those guys, we don't
Yeah.
have feeds. So.
Right. Wow. How many make up your team there in Lavernia? What's your number?
I would say, I think we have like 13
13 or 14.
part-time and
Making all
full-time
that
staff.
magic happen, huh?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes.
And we need every single one of them come
Yeah,
busy
I bet.
time.
Yes,
Right.
yeah, and especially like what I really love about our team in Lavernia is kind of like we were talking how Liz has a specialty with with
they bring to the
the
table.
rodeo side. That we've got people that know about dogs. We have
Right.
people that know about the show industry or just in the chickens.
Yeah,
That's
I
always a
love the
big popular thing
chickens.
for us.
I was wondering about that.
And so so that was kind of a
Yeah.
crazy deal for us this year. We didn't get as many as we wanted, but look for us next year. We should have some great breeds,
Hopefully
and
yeah.
there was a hatchery
Yeah.
craziness,
Oh, nice.
and so we
Okay.
didn't.
Hopefully they
we got
worked
to
out
have
the
some.
kinks.
Yeah.
Yes, we look
Right.
forward to it next
But
year.
you have the ongoing supplies for them, so for your
Yes,
chicken
yes.
people. Okay.
And again, if there's something that we don't carry,
Yeah.
by all means, feel free, ask us.
Yeah.
We will try our best to bring in anything to accommodate anybody.
Right.
And if we can't, we try and direct you to the nearest feed store that
Yes.
might
There you
have
go.
it.
Yes.
There you
You know, we're all friends here.
And
Yeah.
between the 3 stores,
Yeah.
one of us may carry it.
Okay.
Because we don't all carry the same. We carry a lot of the same things, but we don't carry the same things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, fascinating. Wow. Is there anything else before we're coming to the conclusion of our conversation? Anything last minute things you want to share? Remind them about the sale? Anything else?
Yeah, we're just really thank you for letting us do this.
Thanks for
this
coming
is
on.
exciting for us.
It was fun.
We've seen lots of great changes in the store, and we really want people to come out and check it out.
Yeah. Well, you're in the heart of Lavernia, so
Yes.
right there on 87. What's your
So yeah,
Give us
if you're
some
at the
landmarks.
light of 775 and 87,
Okay.
we're a little past that. So
Yeah.
but if
You're kind of
if,
in the
if
middle,
you get to
sort of.
1346, you've gone too far.
Exactly.
And
So
so,
it's a
we
great
really
location.
are in the middle when you think about it.
Yeah, you kind of are. Like I said, the heart. Well, this has been fun. Thanks so much for coming on and taking your time, coming down the road to visit us and jump on for WCN Live. We appreciate you joining us. And hi, Sharon, Jennifer, Karen, Candace, Elaine. Thanks so much for your comments. And please share this video. You can catch up with it later if you just are joining right now. But anyway, show them some love. And remember, they've got that big, exciting sale happening Friday and Saturday. Fill the bag. So that's pretty cool. You got to get on out there to Lavernia and go Friday.
Yes.
Where you can get all the fresh items
Yes.
for their bagged up.
Yes.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming on. And we want to thank our sponsor, Professionals in Dentistry, the top-rated dentist in China Grove, San Antonio. Please share them some love with them. They're tagged in the description where you can smile brighter at Professionals in Dentistry. Thank you so much for your sponsorship at WCN Live. Thanks for joining us again, all of this. And we'll see you again hopefully next Wednesday. We will be here at 10 a.m. for our next guest. So see you then. Bye.